Hi Virgo, welcome to your July 2019 Tarot and Astrology reading. So Virgo, Cancer season, as I'm filming this, we're in the midst of the eclipse, and do not worry because the effects of the Cancer solar eclipse new moon is going to be lasting for a very long time, so the energies may not actually have hit you yet. But certainly this energy for you is a lot to do with your acquaintances, your connections, the way society views you, the things that you care about on a humanitarian level, the things that connect you to other people. And as a sign of service, Virgo, you can sometimes feel a little bit as though that is your purpose, because every Virgo that I know has to have somebody to serve or a purpose to serve, and you might think you don't, but you do. Certainly all the Virgos that I know aren't actually aware of it. Cancer energy is so complementary for you, and as we're leading up to a lunar eclipse in your sector of romance, of creativity, of fun, of excess even, it's good to have people surrounding you that make you feel connected, because that lunar eclipse isn't necessarily, although it's in a very fun place, it's not necessarily the easiest of energies at the time. And I can tell from the cards that you're really very private at the moment, and you're really embracing the Cancerian energy of keeping yourself to yourself and keeping your stuff together. Because there's something that has lurked within you for a while, and you're finally coming to terms with. 5 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're questioning somebody else's loyalty or intentions, or you're starting to see someone for who they are, and it could be yourself. Neptune retrograding in your relationship sector has maybe made you reassess certain relationships, but it's also probably made you reassess what it is that you want and need from your partnerships. It makes a lot of sense that you're thinking about love at the moment. If you're single, it may feel very much as though everyone around you has somebody and you don't. If you're in a relationship with a fire sign, communication becomes that bit more important. But this is also that creative Capricorn energy. That 5th house lunar eclipse energy. And we'll get more into that in the mid-monthly reading. The Tower. Realizations. This is called, in the Oceanic deck, by the way, this is called destruction. Which makes sense, because sometimes you can destroy things when they seem less than perfect. You can pick things apart to the point they crumble. What is it that you're picking apart? Could it be a Scorpio? Could it be your relationship with a Scorpio? Or is it that this eclipse energy is simply eclipsing out something that was destructive or unhealthy? Because the Cancer energy is in your positive position. The Cancer energy is moving you forward. Chariot energy. The challenge is the High Priest. You could be dealing with a Taurus wisdom. So you've not learned from a past mistake, and Neptune going retrograde is what it is that's going to teach you that. Bear in mind, Virgo, Mercury, your ruler, is retrograding in your 12th house, apologies, your 12th house. Yeah, so there is some sort of psychic awakening here. In your outcome, we have the Lovers, which probably surprises you a little bit. Let's see what we have with the Lovers. The 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. One more. The 3 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there was a pattern here. All this asks is that some sort of pain, underneath, Ace of Cups, beautiful. All this asks is that some sort of pain gets released during this eclipse. That is the key to what you're looking for. If you're looking for a committed relationship with the Hierophant, what you need to do is release a past relationship that hurts you so much, possibly a Taurus, possibly a Gemini, possibly an Aries, or a Scorpio. Some relationship, be it friendship, be it romantic, some relationship has got to be released. And I think for a lot of you, it's more to do with that past energy. The retrograde energies can bring people back into our life. And for you, I think anyone that is resurfacing as a memory or a feeling or a physical manifestation of this person is designed to set them free, because they gave you a lot of mental anguish. They gave you a lot of heartache. They gave you a lot of pain. And it may be, Virgo, that it is a family member. We have Jupiter in your sector of home, and it's going to be forming a very positive aspect to Mars in your 12th house, releasing you from your cage, releasing you from a security, a gilded cage. You know, where things look better than they are, but they're actually restricting you. You don't want to be restricted anymore once the eclipse energy hits, especially that lunar eclipse in Capricorn. You are reluctant to commit to something, be it a decision or a change. And the eclipses have decided that enough is enough. You have to go with that change. You have to make that change. You have to make that decision. You have to make that move. Movement will happen, even though we are in retrograde season. And retrograde season and eclipse season sounds so confusing, really, because eclipses shake things up and Mercury makes us reflect. So how can we reflect when we're having a tower moment? We pick up on our past mistakes, our past lessons, and we utilize them to swim to shore in a storm. But you run the risk of creating another Three of Swords situation, because you're at a Two of Wands point. You're at a crossroads. You need to decide whether to draw on your past experience or bury your head in the sand and not do anything. Retreat, really. That Mars-Jupiter connection towards the end of the month, it asks you to put the effort and put the strength into developing yourself spiritually and mentally to be stronger. 12th house energy is an energy that is not necessarily based on escapism and mysticism and all things at the bottom of the ocean, like the Death card with that ship at the very bottom of the ocean. You don't necessarily have to explore the wreckage to see where it went wrong, because you will have had past wreckages. You will know that what happened at the surface of the water is a lot more important than inspecting the wreckage at this point. You don't necessarily have to. As you can see, we have the ship burning in flames here, and then we have it at the bottom of the ocean. Your fear is that the ship will go down. But you have sailing experience. And here you are in your positive position in Cancer season, learning to sail. You're learning to navigate these waters, Virgo, and that's the point of Neptune in your partnership sector and Pluto and Saturn retrograding in your romantic sector. You're learning to get the hang of this, and the eclipse in Capricorn is going to show you that you've learned something and that destiny is in your hands. And if you make the right decision, if you use the lessons and you think better about yourself, here we have an Ace of Cups, a love interest coming in for those who are single. I will go more into that in the extended if you want to join me there. If not, you can join me in the mid-monthlies coming up for the rest of July. Love you guys. Bye, Virgo.